All right. So sorry about that. And thank you for your patience. It's spinning. I think we're going live. All right. So I'm so sorry about this. I didn't realize I had to share before I went live. So if you're back with me, please say something in the comments so I know that someone is here. And then I will start my presentation. I think I have to wait until a couple of people show up. Okay, put something in the comment. Please join me. Okay, hi Ann. Sorry, thank you so much. All right, so I'm gonna get started now. Thank you, and sorry about this having to do it all over again. But here we are. There you go. Evolve your marketing with videos. 10 lead gen tips. All right, so here's the thing. First of all, we are completely bombarded with information. I read somewhere that the average person is getting 3,000 messages a day, right? It's absolutely insane. And I mean, take a look at this, right? This was actually taken, this is a screenshot of 10 a.m. This morning, like right now. This is what's happening, right? 294 million tweets already. I mean, it's insane. I know half of them from the White House, but still, that's a lot of content that we all have to compete with in order to generate leads and attention and all that, right? So this is what we're facing with. So the vast majority of consumers don't know where to look. They just simply don't know where to look, and they don't know who to trust. So today we're going to talk about stuff that is going to help us navigate this world with 10 lead gen tips with video marketing. The first one is actually coming from a book written by Marcus Sheridan, and he wrote a book called They Ask, You Answer. And he actually started this company, a fiberglass pool company, in 2005, and he almost went bankrupt until he discovered something. He discovered that when people are searching for a product or service, every single one of them is looking for that. They want to know how much it costs. What are the problem? Can you compare this versus that? They want to see reviews, and they want to see what's best, regardless of the industry, whether they're buying a swimming pool, whether they're buying a house, or whether they're buying a computer. That is the information that every single buyer wants to know before they're making a decision. The real estate industry is not, it's the exact same. Right? People are going to want to know that. So these are the subjects that moves all buying decisions. So I was looking for a minivan earlier this year. Guess what I looked for? My first question was best minivan 2020. Or some people may look at, best real estate area to invest. Right? So you want to think about this in those terms. And then I looked for how much is a Dodge minivan. I wanted to know. So how much is a house in this part of town? How much is a condo in this part of town? These are the questions people ask. What are the potential problems with a Dodge minivan? Same thing with the real estate. These are the questions people want to know. And then they want to compare this part of town versus this part of town, a Dodge minivan versus a Toyota minivan. These are the things that people ask. And then they want to see reviews. And then at the end, I want to see where's the Dodge dealer near me, or real estate agent near me, or I need some help with this. But that's the last question they ask. So what we need to know is that 57% of the decision is made without us. Like, people don't come to you uninformed. They've already done a lot of homework, and a lot of their homework was actually based on those questions. How much does it cost? What is the best? Can you compare this versus that? The content is the product. If you want to win and generate some leads, you need to understand that content is the lead generator. If you create great content answering people's question, they're going to start trusting you, and the chances of them actually calling you and doing business with you is significantly higher. So the ways that you answer those questions, well, obviously videos, but you can do it on social media, on blogs, on website, and white paper downloads. But I would highly recommend to do it with videos. All right, the second tip. is why we don't do videos, right? I asked the question to hundreds of business owners, and I get the same three things. The first one is I don't have the time. I am super busy and I don't have the time for videos. And I get it, but everybody's busy. The second thing is I don't know how. Well, you actually are coming to this webinar presentation, so you're learning how. But the third one, and that's my favorite, is I don't like the way I look and I don't like the way I sound on video. Right? And that is universal. Put it in the comments if you feel like that. If you don't like the way you look and you don't like the way you sound. Right? Just put it in the comments and then we can discuss that after. It's actually a competitive advantage because the truth is there's not a single person that I've ever met that actually liked the way they look and sound. You just think it's you, but it's universal. Every single one of us don't like that. I hoped and wished that I looked like George Clooney and sounded like him, but I look like Uncle Fester, and that's the deal. But the reality is it's the same problem for everybody. Right? And we know what you look like. You're in front of us, right? So take that as a competitive advantage and don't get this to stop you. All right. Videos are producing 1,800% more engagement, right? That's 18 times than text and pictures combined. Like, that's insane. This is what people want to consume. And 67% of people understand better when it's visual. This is why we love videos. It's easier to understand than to have to read a whole blog. Right? So the third one is what the first one, the third one is a myth. And the myth is that we have the attention span of a goldfish. I have heard so many speakers say that it just, makes my head spin. And it's not true. The truth is, if it's boring, we'll watch 3 seconds. And if it's great, we'll watch 30 minutes. And if you don't believe me, then explain that to me. Explain how people binge watch an entire season on Netflix over the weekend if they have the attention span of a goldfish. It's not true. The truth is, if it's great, we'll watch hours of it, right? So the 3 second, 7 second thing that you've heard is not true. The fourth one is that a video marketing is about shooting a commercial or an ad or something about your products and services. Well, I don't know how it was for you the last time you were on YouTube, but for me, when my YouTube video came up and I had that little skip ad in the bottom right hand corner and it went 5, 4, 3, I was ready to click on it like I was diffusing a bomb. The truth is, we don't want to watch each other's ad and commercial. We really don't. Right? We want to watch what we want to watch. So don't bug people with ads and commercial. This is not what video marketing is about. Don't do that. Right? All right. The fifth one, you have to reverse engineer your content. Right? So let me tell you what I mean by that. There's a couple of tools that are available in the market. One is SEMrush, which is what you have in front of you. And if you go on SEMrush and you type a keyword, in that case is selling a house, it will give you every single question that people are asking. Right? Let me say that again because I think it's vastly important. If you put a keyword, SEMrush will tell you all the questions that people are asking. Right? The first question is how to sell your house. Right? How to sell your house by owner. Look at the fourth question. How much does it cost to sell a house? Bingo, there you go. This is what people want to know. What kind of content you should create? How much does it cost to sell a house in Orlando or in Atlanta, whatever your city is, but you need to actually answer that question because this is one of the first questions that people want to know. Now, SEMrush is $100 a month, so it's not cheap. However, there is a tool that goes for the whopping price of free, which is called answerthepublic.com. You do the exact same thing. You put in your keyword. In that case, I put buying a house, and it will give you a beautiful flower with every single question people ask with buying a house. You zoom in. And the first question that we see is, well, actually one of the questions is how long buying house process? Yeah, people don't speak English on the internet. I thought I was bad, but there you go, right? And then you take that question and go on YouTube and then look at it. How many videos are answering that question? The answer is none. They answer something similar, but nobody is answering that question. Imagine if your video was there, how long buying house process in Atlanta? What do you think would happen to your video? Yeah, it would rank because that's the question that people are asking and nobody is answering it, right? So if you answered it, your video would show up. I hope this is blowing your mind because it is actually that awesome, that technique. There's another tool that I use, which is Google Trend. So I'll put in selling a house, right? But the tool that's great there and how to use it is to compare. And then look at that. I put buying a house versus selling a house. Guess which type of content you should do right now? Yeah, it's buying a house. That's the vast majority of questions, significantly more than selling a house, almost double, right? So if you want to create some content, you want to use Google Trend. It will tell you what's the trend. By the way, this may flip 6 months from now. Like the mood may switch to selling a house because a lot more people maybe are struggling selling their house and whatnot. But this is how you pay attention and you do the right type of content. This is how you generate leads, by producing videos that people are actually looking for and they actually need. All right, the sixth one, which is about YouTube. One of the things that's fascinating with this is that 51% of all people go on YouTube said that they actually are looking for how-to related content. If you go on Facebook and you look for how-to related content, actually if you went on YouTube and look for how-to related content in the last 30 days, say yes in the comments. Right? And when I do that at the conference, every single hands goes up. The people are saying, yeah, that's true. I was there, right? I do that. I do this all the time, right? So the same goes with real estate. People have questions. We need to answer them, right? So take a look at this young man here, Malcolm Blossom. He's doing actually really great with his YouTube channel. He's creating content. He's actually answer questions that people have related to real estate. When I talked to him last year, he told me that he actually made 50 grand in sales out of his YouTube channel in 2019. That's $50,000 in commission sales directly out of his videos. That should be an incentive for all of you to start a YouTube channel. All right, one of the things that you need to know about YouTube is that thumbnails are extremely important. So I was able to actually increase the number of impressions on a YouTube thumbnail by 157% from taking it from what it was there to this, right? So it's super important. Thumbnails are very important. For people to watch your video, it starts with a click. And the first thing they're going to click is they're going to click on a thumbnail. If you want to win on YouTube, you need to make sure that you have great thumbnails. It makes a world of difference because this is how it starts. Okay? All right, let's talk about the seventh topic. And I'm looking at the time, 1:14. We're doing great. Landing pages. We need to have videos on all landing pages on our websites. Here, it increased the conversion by 80%. Having a video on a landing page will increase conversion by 80%. You want more leads? Add a video on every single landing page on your website. Just saying, hey, hi, this is what this page is about. This is me. This is what I talk about. Just introduce yourself and what this page is about. So help people out. Doesn't have to be long. Can be 30 to 60 seconds. And it's not because they don't have a great attention span. It's because that's really all they want to consume right there, right? So 30 to 60 second videos saying, hey, this is who I am on landing pages are a really awesome way to generate more leads. They need to be on every pages. If you have 10 pages, that's 10 videos. There you go. All right, here's the eighth one. Let's talk about Facebook now. Facebook is another place where we can win and generate some leads with videos. But here we want to limit the time of the videos to 20 to 90 seconds. 60 seconds is a good goal, and not because people don't have the attention span. Is because that's the length of a video that people are willing to consume on average on Facebook. See, on YouTube is like a 6 to 8 minute time span. That's what people will want to consume on YouTube. But on Facebook, it's a lot faster, right? People want to consume quick videos. They're not sitting there to watch your 10-minute video. So you want to make sure that you're putting the right video with the right length on the right platform. Do not take your YouTube video and put it on Facebook. It's not going to work. And vice versa. If you put a 60-second video that it was designed for Facebook on YouTube, it's not going to work. You need to have the right video for the right length on the right platform. On Facebook, 60-second video is going to do the trick. Now, this is what I teach to people when they start on Facebook. I say you should create a video and then you should invest $7 or $1 a day for a week and check out this video. See how many people it reached. If it reached 1,000 people or close to 1,000 people, that video is doing very well. If it reached 500 people, it's not really good. Underneath 500 people, that video is not performing good enough, right? And if you actually turn on the through play, which is really something you should be using. Through play is when they're watching at least 15 seconds of your video, right? So if your through play is under 5 cents per through play, which basically you divide the number of through play by $7. If it's under 5 cents, it's doing great. And if that works, if you get like close to 1,000 and around 5 cents per through play, then you can invest more money. But what I teach is don't waste money on a bad video. And how do you know if it's a bad video? See how it performs. Not all videos do great. There's a matter of fact, we're actually seeing that 9 out of 9 videos, we only get 1 that is going to be winning. So we're getting about a 10% success on videos, right? So you may have to rotate through a whole bunch of videos until you find one that actually is performing well. That's just the nature of the beast. All right, let's talk about the ninth tip to generate some leads with video marketing, and it's adding a video on your signature. I don't know about you, but I send at least 10 emails a day, 5 days a week. That's 50 emails that are going out, and I want to make sure that I'm promoting my latest video in my signature, right? This is an opportunity. I mean, too many people there have too much stuff in their signature, and sometimes they have a whole bunch of the wrong stuff. I put my mobile phone number, my email address, the important information that they need to do, and I make sure that I'm putting a video because I know that that's going to generate some engagement. Now, if you don't know how to do this, I use a tool that's called Wise Stamp to create that signature because I don't know how to do this on my own. I probably could try to figure it out, but Wise Stamp makes it super easy. So check them out, and you can create a great signature like this where you can embed your picture and then a video, but I would highly recommend to add a video to your signature. All right, another tool that is actually great, and I've seen them in a technique that actually is really good, is to embed a video in your emails. I have actually done that with several people where instead of sending them a text, just whatever I'm going to write, I actually shoot a quick video and I embed that in the video, and all they have to do is press play. And a lot of people, the feedback that I'm getting from people is really awesome. They're like, oh, I really like that. That was so nice to actually have this and just clicked. And actually, sometimes I do that with the introduction when I present the proposal that I send them. Instead of sending them an email saying, okay, dear Julie, please find and close my proposal, I'll just attach the proposal and embed a little video. And it says, and in person, I just look at the camera. It says, hey, this is Antoine. Attached to this email is the proposal. On page 3 is our pricing. If you have any question, please give me a call, and I can't wait to be working with you. And people are like blown away. And a tool like BombBomb can actually do that for you. And I highly recommend it because it's great to actually connect with people and be different, be a little bit different than your competition, because the vast majority of people are not going to be doing that. All right. Now, the 10th and final tip to generate some leads with video marketing is this one. And I don't know if you know this guy, but this guy is a guy by the name of Gary Vaynerchuk. And like him, hate him or love him, he is probably considered one of the top guru with social media marketing in the world, right? This guy is really famous. But what you're looking at right now is his first video ever. That's a screenshot from his first video ever. And he said that that video was so bad in terms of the quality what he produced that it looked like he was in a hostage situation. And it's actually kind of funny because it's true. But that's not the point. This is not why I'm telling you that. And take a look at that. That is mine. That is my first video ever, right? It's an embedded webcam on top of a PowerPoint presentation. It's not particularly good. There's a matter of fact, I'm going to qualify that video as absolutely awful. But here's the point that I'm trying to make with this. Perfect is the enemy of good. I see too many people being stopped by, I don't want to be on camera because I hate the way I look and I hate the way I sound. And I believe that this is a competitive advantage because everybody, including your competition, has the exact same problem. So if you're willing to overcome that, then you're going to be a step ahead. And the second thing is it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not shooting a Hollywood movie here. We're shooting a quick video answering people's problem. What is more important is that you answer the question to their problem. How much does it cost to sell a house in this area? And your video should answer that. If it does, then it's good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, make sure you have a microphone, make sure you have a light, make sure you have the basics, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Your first videos are not going to be awesome because it takes practice. Your 10th video will be significantly better than your first one. All you have to do is get started. Grab a camera, shoot a video this afternoon, get started today. All right, so this was it. That was my presentation, and we did it in 23 minutes. So I feel, woohoo! I feel great that you just you watched the whole 23 minutes. If you have any question, I'm going to go back now. I'm going to stop sharing.